Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today we're going to be talking about how you don't have to be rich to follow your dreams, and the best way to start is how you don't have to be rich to follow your dreams, and the best way to start is to start small. I wanted to talk about society first because that is a major aspect of 1, who we are, 2, the way we do things, and 3, the way that we are expected to do things. I'm currently reading this book called The Mastery of Love, and I think in the first 2 chapters he touches on society and the way we do things and the way that we see ourselves and that other people see ourselves. And I don't know how the person put all of that into a chapter, but I'm gonna relay to you the things that stuck out to me the most. In the book he says, we domesticate humans the same way we domesticate a dog or any other animal, with punishment and reward. What we call education is nothing but domestication of the human being. That sentence perpetuates my hate for the school system. Perpetuates it. Society expects to fit us into a box. That is their main goal. Worker bee. Be like every other single working bee. I personally don't want to be working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. It's not for me, okay? It's not for me. Society literally conditions us to be this way and to work for them from the beginning, like when we're little babies. You ever think about like when you're a kid, you don't care. Like you don't care that something bad just happened. Like it happened and then you turn away from it and then you go play. Kids are always, they cry and then they laugh and then they eat, they poop. They cry, laugh, eat, poop, cry, laugh, eat, poop. They don't stay stuck. They don't stay stagnant on one thing. Like I remember when I was little, looking back, I just lived. I just did stuff to do stuff because it felt good. I was friends with certain people just because it felt good. There was no reasoning, no ulterior motive or anything like that. This is just going to be an example. Say you really like the band 21 Pilots. And I say that because I used to be a 21 Pilots stan. But seriously, say you love the band 21 Pilots. You come to school decked out in 21 Pilots merch. You got the book bag, the sandals, the hair, the everything. This big boy over here named Jimmy comes to you and is like, hey punk, what the heck are you doing? Why do you have that on? And then boom, pushes you. And then that's a shock, right? It's your first day of school, first day around people. You're like, what is happening? And then they're like, you punk, you have on 21 Pilots. And then you're like, what do you mean? 21 Pilots is the greatest band in the world. I don't know where the accent came from. Jimmy continues on to say, well, I don't care, 21 Pilots sucks and you're a loser for listening to them, they're horrible, da da da. At this very moment, you are questioning your internal reality with the outside reality. I feel like that is society's first mark on us, their first tangent in making us question what it is we truly believe. The moment our internal opinions come into conflict with an outside opinion is the moment when internal doubt sets in. And I feel like as we grow older, because of those same sorts of interactions, and a lot of the time what can happen is you grow so far away from that little kid who didn't care and who was just living to live, and then there's a new you, and this new you is here and they're like, I know the ropes of society now, and I know what not to like based on the demographic that's around me, the people that are around me, what I've seen the people around me listen to, like, etc. A lot of the times you learn to keep this child who loves these things so much hidden in the background. You learn to keep this kid a shadow, and then you have this guy right here who everyone sees, who society sees, who is society's love child, you know? And little kid is here in the back exactly how society wants. And up here we have a picture perfect citizen who goes to work 9 to 5, does whatever they need to do, da da da. And I feel like with today's generation is learning to break out of societal standards, which is such growth compared to where we were 50 years ago. I mean, but like, there's still so many problems, so don't get your hopes up. And I bring that up because society has such a pivotal point in what it is you want to do when you're older, what vision you see for yourself. There's just so many aspects to those dreams and what it is we as individuals consider rich. You know, I feel like rich to me is like $15 million, you know, compared to PewDiePie, who has way more than that. I know he has way more than that, but like $15 million to me, I could live off that for the rest of my life compared to where he is. And that's another thing, the game of comparison when it comes to this rich lifestyle stuff. Again, richness depends on what it is you consider rich. One thing that I've started doing, and I suggest that you do too, if you have rich dreams that you want to follow, or if you want to become rich, that really set the stage. They set the present. First thing I do is script. And I don't know if you're into manifestation, if you're watching this. If you aren't, you can skip past this part, I guess. I don't know. But I made a plan. Like, I made a plan at first, and I was like, this is what I want for my life. This is what I want. This is my vision. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, Write that down. Say, I don't know, but write down what it is you want, because what you want will show you what it is you need to do to get to where you need to learn, to what you need to do. You have wants, right? Your wants are goals. There's a path that is going to lead you to get to that goal, and the main idea is to find that path. There are a million different paths you can take to get to those things that you want. It's just a matter of networking. And I'm not talking about people networking. I'm talking about networking your soul, networking your mind, networking what is inside, right? We all have visions of things that we want. So writing down a plan, and I don't mean like a 5-year, 10-year plan. Write down a plan to tomorrow. What can you do? We have a vast amount of knowledge available to us. We have Google. You can literally look up anything, right? And I know some people are going to be like, well, I don't feel like it. You want to get to that dream? You got to start feeling like it at the end of the day. So it's a matter of making to-do lists and making small little bullet points to get to where you need to be. You want to be rich? Get financial literacy books. If you don't have the money to get the books, go to Z Library. There is a link down below. And this is not sponsored. I just want to put that out right now. This is not sponsored. But there is a link to a website called Z Library. Every book free. You can just download it to your phone. It's as simple as that. You have to use the tools that are available to you. TikTok, there is so much information on TikTok. Now, I'm not saying to take TikTok and just take it as it is by itself, but there's a vast amount of really informational topics on TikTok that can help you get to where it is you need to be. And this isn't even when it comes to like financial literacy. I'm talking about anything. You want to be an anesthesiologist? You want to be an anesthesiologist? You want to be a tarot reader? You want to sell hand sanitizer? I don't know. Literally anything. There is vast knowledge available to you. It is just a matter of reaching out and grabbing it. And whenever you feel like, well, I'm at the bottom of a capitalistic food chain, there are people that have been exactly where you are. And I mean exactly where you are. Who have said the same thing, and now they are millionaires. They are full of life. They have the family that they want. They've gotten what it is they desire. Because think about it, desire isn't always money. Like at the end of the day, if we're being serious, desire isn't always money, but money is a good safety net to have around your desires. Because we live in a capitalistic society, money is the problem for most people, if we're honest. And I hate that that is a thing, but I feel like money, not being healed, and societal pressure is the big three things. So it's a matter of knocking those things out. Money, healing, and societal pressures. With the money thing, financial literacy books, there's so many like side hustle ways to make money. And I get that not everybody enjoys their 9 to 5. I hated it. I'm lucky to not be working it right now. I'm glad that I don't have to do that. But there are people that do, and I understand that. When it comes to healing, that's internal. That's some shit that you got to do for yourself. Because the moment you get rid of that stagnant energy within yourself, blessings start to flow in. So it's just a matter of healing. And I don't want you to think healing is easy as hell, because it's not. We all have baggage. We all have baggage, stuff that we need to heal. A lot of the times to get to where we need to be, you've got to clear the clutter, right? Clear the clutter in your soul before you can clear the clutter anywhere else in your life. Monetarily, societally. Well, actually, no. I don't know if that applies to societal. What I wanted to say about the societal standard part of it, fuck that shit. You know, it is so irrelevant. It don't care about societal pressure. You don't need to have 5 houses and 3 cars by the time you're 25. Live. I watched this TikTok and it said Vera Wang did not design her first dress until she was the age of 40.
Harrison Ford at 30 was a carpenter. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Even Captain Crunch joined the Navy at 50. All I'm saying is that you youngins is running around here trying to be somebody when you don't even know who you are yet. You know what happened to Oprah at 23? She got fired. Imagine firing Oprah.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake.
No, it wasn't. Because she wasn't Oprah. She was just some 23-year-old punk who needed to get fired so she could become Oprah. Sometimes you gotta fail to succeed.
40. You've got time. Don't let these people tell you you are in the right place at the right time, because you are. You are in the right place at the right time right now. And everything that needs to be available to you is available to you. You have the tools to change your life, and it all starts within you. At the end of the day, it starts within you. So start small. Whether it's a glimmer of hope, a glimmer of love, a glimmer of peace. Take it and run with it. There are so many channels and different paths that we can take, and at the end of the day, it starts with you. So start small, start internally, and trust that your dreams are going to work out for you. Don't be around here sitting down saying, well, I'm poor. Like, I'm poor, so this can never happen to me. Because it can. Start saying you're a millionaire. Why don't you become one? I'm a millionaire. So, yeah. Follow your dreams, guys, because you deserve to be able to.